Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and their full line of premium vault doors. Use code SUSA15 to save 15% at snapsafe.com. The Ultimate Hunter shooting sports format is a comprehensive test of the hunter's skill with his equipment, his position building, and time management all rolled into a welcoming shooting sport. We've covered their annual championship since the beginning, and now they've created an invitational with cash prizes totaling more than $20,000. The jaw-dropping vistas of the western slope of Colorado are the backdrop for the Ultimate Hunter Rifle Challenge. And this time, there is a field of competitors here with one thing in mind: cash prizes.
The whole goal with making this a big money match was to attract people at high levels in other shooting sports who ordinarily wouldn't look at it twice. You know, they might think the format is cool, or it seems like a fun idea, but it's hard to ignore, a $7,000 first place check.
That goes without saying, and the roster of competitors speaks to the draw of the cash purse. The first order of business is the gear check. There are 2 divisions for the centerfire rifle, and your division is set by your choice of caliber. 6mm and down puts you in the varmint division, and your rifle with accessories must be less than 10 pounds. Velocity ceiling is 3,300 feet per second. 6.5 caliber and up puts you in the big game division. Weight limit here is 13 pounds. Velocity ceiling is 3,200 feet per second.
So in the gear check, what we're looking for first of all is rifle weight. In addition to that, we're checking that any attached bipod in its maximum extended length does not exceed 36 inches. As we weigh the rifles and get accessories checked on the rifles, I'm adding a small zip tie to that accessory just to make sure that people aren't trying to switch stuff out throughout the day. It's just a good way to keep track of everyone being within the rules.
Once the rifles are weighed and the divisions confirmed, competitors are invited to participate in a number of different tune-up games. There are cash paybacks for accuracy, and at the same time, it's a chance to check zero. And it's all for a good cause: Kyle Lamb's Stay in the Fight Foundation.
And once I found out that Kyle Lamb was coming and I knew about his Stay in the Fight Foundation, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna hit up Vortex and see if they'd like to have their tune-up day, dedicated to raising money for this foundation. Of course, they jumped at her immediately.
So Walt reached out, asked kind of if we were interested in helping support the community of the shooters. We typically don't turn anybody down. If they have a match, there's people coming, we're happy to support on some level. So this one, we donated a couple scopes. I believe the proceeds is like a 50-50 raffle, half to the shooter and then half to the Kyle Lamb Foundation, which we're happy to help with that.
That's a big deal. That just out of the blue, he said, yeah, you're going to come shoot this match, and by the way, we're going to give some of the proceeds to Stay in the Fight. And I was really taken aback because, first of all, how did he even find out about it? And second of all, that he'd be kind enough to do that. And then I asked him, I said, well, why is that? And he said, well, because I found out what you do. That's one thing. And then he found out that 100% of the proceeds pass through. And that's important to people.
The first of the train-up games is King of the Cold Bore.
Are you ready?
One shot from an unfired rifle in 20 seconds.
Stand by.
The target is at 600 yards, and the local F-Class club has volunteered their shot marker target system.
484.
We have an F-Class group here, and they use the electronic targets at 1,000. And I asked them, would that work so we wouldn't have to go downrange to check closest to center? They came out, tested it, and sure enough, it works great. They can even tell us within 1/10 of an inch, where that shot hits on every single one.
But the tune-up games are just for fun. The real money is in the main match.
Welcome out to the inaugural Burris Ultimate Hunter Invitational. Really appreciate you guys showing up.
It's a cold start to the day, and the match director has a reminder to bring what you need, because this is hunting simulation.
There is water available here, donated by Foundation Stocks. You can take as many bottles of this as you want downrange with you, but water will not be provided after that throughout the day. Again, the expectation is that you're carrying all your stuff with you for the entire day that you will need.
Competitors are required to carry everything they will need for the day of shooting. just as if they were hunting this same ground. The squads are ferried to their start point, and from there, they will hike through the terrain to each of the 10 courses of fire. And for longtime friend of the show, Ryan Muller, that is a victory in itself. After a motorcycle crash in December of 23, it wasn't clear that Ryan would walk again, much less be hiking through this type of terrain. And to go a step further, that he'd be shooting in this challenging match.
Impact! You're learning, like, you've got some time, but you don't have too much time. That's right. And you got to hit, so you can't rush shots like I'm used to, like 3-gunners, right? You know, we're used to run a gun and going, but it's fun. Like, I love this format so far.
I'm just glad to see you here and doing it.
Me too, right? It's work. I tell you what, they sold this as you'll walk a mile and it'll be fine. Like,
Well, it's all part of the experience, and we're in it now. More from Cameo and the Ultimate Hunter Rifle Challenge Invitational is next. Shooting USA is brought to you by the Civilian Marksmanship Program and the CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park, the home of marksmanship.
Shooting USA is fueled by Hornady.
We're back at the Cameo Shooting and Education Complex, up on the area of the facility known as the Bench. This natural terrain is the backdrop for the Ultimate Hunter Rifle Challenge Invitational, and the unmatched potential for building stages is not lost on the match director.
Designing these stages, honestly, it's become almost as fun as shooting them. I essentially walk around, this amazing place we have here at Cameo and look at different rocks and trees and just obstacles and think, man, that'd be kind of fun to shoot off of.
But the location is just one part of the successful equation. Industry sponsorship, especially for a cash-paying match, is vital.
We've had some amazing sponsors. Burris is our title sponsor for the entire event, so they came in with huge support for us. Vortex sponsored the entire Tuneup day. Ruger did the banquet, so we've got amazing big-name companies coming in and supporting this, as well as local shops like Saletta Gun Shop and Jerry's Outdoor Sports that are doing big things for us here and being just consistent support at a local level.
A couple of other sponsors that came in for stages, that helps too.
Yeah, our stage sponsors. So we had Leupold come in, Smith & Wesson was a stage sponsor, and then we also had Hunter Constantine carry belts. A good buddy of mine shoots a lot of USPSA, and he just wanted to show support.
Well, that support is well placed, as this format is designed for everyone who wants to be a better hunter. And the equipment is not a barrier to entry.
You can do this without any super fancy equipment.
If you hunt, you already have the gear you need to play this game, and that's entirely true. I've been shooting it with a over-the-counter bolt gun you can buy at any mom-and-pop sporting goods store, and it does quite well.
Anyone who has a rifle that they shoot well, I don't care if it costs them $500, I don't care if it costs them $5,000, they can bring it out here, and because of our stage design parameters, they have a chance of being competitive with what they already own.
It's clear that the gear is not the be-all, end-all for this format, but the time stressor designed to simulate the hunt can get the best of them.
That's out.
Kyle Lamb included.
You gotta be kidding me.
He's committed to this difficult hunched-up position under the tree, and it's costing him time.
Time 142.24.
Maybe a little bit of target focus and just didn't see where else you could have been a little more comfortably.
Yeah, like I could have went prone right here. It would have been amazing, but I did that for TV.
Okay, Kyle. Well, for TV or not, Kyle isn't the only one to fall into that target-focused rush mentality. Tom Bush sets up a shaky position on the dead tree limb, but it doesn't take long to rethink that after a couple of misses.
I probably shouldn't have picked the tree for that first shot at the 500-yard target, but
I did that.
I thought maybe I could squeak one out, and it didn't work out. So we adjusted, and everything went great after that.
When did you know it was time to abandon the tree?
Probably before I pulled the trigger the first time, John. Like, honestly, I knew better. Like I got in there and it was a little shaky, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna muscle through it.
For Tom, the position was the issue, certainly not his rifle.
This is gonna be a Zermatt action. This is the TL3. This one is gonna be in 22 arc. So we've got an 18-inch proof barrel on it, the Area 419 2-port on it. The back lands bipod. Loophole Mark V HD. This is the 3.6 to 18. And then we're stacking that on top of a 75 grain ELD match bullet from Hornady. And for a match like this, 500 in, this thing is just, it's zooming. It's great, it's fantastic. It's fun to shoot.
Speaking of fun, world and national pistol champion Nils Jonasson is in the mix and feeling the pressure.
That was kind of a struggle bus, huh? The first target, no problem. Second target, had a little bit of trouble initially, but not that big a deal. And then I couldn't get my magazine out on the reload for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. And then I could not get a read on that 500-yard target, which had ranged right at 500 yards. So, better luck next time, I guess.
Yeah, bye!
For Bob Crow, the sport is proving to be a good fit. Even with his tendency as an elite-level pistol shooter to be a little too fast on the trigger, Bob is finding targets and making hits.
This sport's really interesting, right? Everything's blind. You walk up, you have no idea what you're getting into. And the real challenge beyond finding the targets and trying to read your conditions is looking at what's available to you and trying to find where can I actually get a legitimate position on this target from. At the end of the day, you just have to be patient and take the time to find the position and not be in a hurry to pull the trigger.
And thanks to success in other shooting events, Bob had his rifle stashed away.
I looked around the house and trying to find a rifle that would meet the criteria, big game, 13 pounds or less, and in 2017, I got this Seekins Precision SP10 and 6.5 Creedmoor off of prize certificates actually from multi-gun matches.
So that win has paid off for Bob. And at the end of the day, the big cash payoff for this Ultimate Hunter Rifle Challenge delivers big time. Stage wins, top 10 placements, high military, law enforcement, and top lady categories have multiple competitors picking up big checks. But there is one shooter taking down the lion's share.
3 state wins, high junior, and first overall, Jackson Goleta.
The payday for this 17-year-old requires help to manage all of his checks.
The 22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge easily outperforms all other 22 caliber cartridges in its class, producing 22 250 performance in an AR-15 platform. The 22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic 22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. 22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge from Hornady.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.